Hello students, welcome to week 2. Week 2. First, let's have a look at your answers from last week's exercises. So we're going to go through them quickly. So A, the first exercise. I hope you read the text. So you can understand by looking at the text some of the words you may have underlined. Television, television, television. So television being a part of the main topic idea. And also you can see the numbers or the word, things like changed, hundreds more channels, 16-inch, old style televisions, but now high definition TVs. So it's talking about the past televisions to now televisions and also the programs. Things like hundreds of channels, more shows than one person could ever watch. So look at the main idea. The main idea of the paragraph is C, the changes in television and television shows. And where can you find the main idea? Let's have a look. If you have a look at it, sentence 6, which is B, the correct answer. But now, televisions and their programs have changed drastically, is the correct answer. Let's look at the next one. Next one. It's talking about cooking, cooking, food. So we can understand it's talking about cooking. And have a look which of the answers you think is correct. Actually, it's talking about when people started cooking meat. D is the correct answer. We can understand that it is the correct answer where it says in part 6 again. Cooking food was discovered by accident. So when people started cooking food was actually created by an accident. Dropping the meat near to the fire. Fire was normally used for protection and warmth. But after they dropped some of their kill for food near to the fire, it burnt it or warmed it up so the meat tasted better. So actually when people started cooking meat is the answer, and you can find it, cooking food was discovered by accident. D, sentence 6. The next one, this story is talking about the hare and the tortoise. Most people learn about that when we're young, about trying to race against each other. But what words can we see a lot? We can see things like become very good friends, did almost everything together. On the next page you can also see things together again. Then you can also see things like to work as a team, teamwork, working together. So all of these are clues for the answer. So let's just have a look. So the main idea of the paragraph is working together to reach a common goal. A, working together meaning teamwork. Where can we find the actual sentence? Let's look back. Let's look back. Sentence 11. Teamwork is mainly about using each other's abilities and working together to reach the common goal. The common goal is the objective that you both have. So you can find the answer in sentence 11. D. Okay, have a look at the next exercise. You can see the word taxes used a lot within the text. So what is it saying about taxes? It's saying they're very high, much too high. It's also saying that things like higher than you think, meaning you don't realize how high the taxes are or where they come from. So actually, answer is B. We pay more taxes than we may realize. meaning we don't understand because some of the taxes are not known to us. So the answer is B. A little bit more difficult. Have a look at the next one. It's talking about computers. As you can see, the word computer is used a lot. It's also using the things like, it says, a high-speed adding machine, calculations. It also says things like, when people think that computers are giant brains, this is a false idea. It's not actually a brain. Remember that humans are the ones that input the data to make the computer work. So, A is the correct answer. A computer is a high-speed adding machine. The next one, you can see the words purchase quite a lot in the text. Purchase or to buy. So it's talking about buying a piece of land. You can see the words purchase here, purchase here, purchase here. So we know that purchase should be within the answer. But what is it talking about, purchase? Actually, it's just saying that this particular land purchase was very cheap and very good value for the US because of the materials that were available on this land. So you can see the Louisiana Purchase proved to be one of the shrewdest, means a very good value, business packs. So you can see answer A, very good business deal for the US is the correct answer. Next one, talking about coyotes. Coyotes, you know that because it says the word coyote on numerous occasions within the text. You can see it a lot. But what about coyotes is it saying? Is it saying they're bad for the farmers? Actually, no. It's saying that as long as you protect things like sheep, pigs, and poultry, which are birds, like chickens, for example, from the coyote, as long as they are protected, they're very good for the farmers. They help to kill all of the problems like rats and rabbits and rodent problems that are bad for farmers. So what it's saying is that under certain conditions, meaning as long as your other animals are safe, the coyote is helpful to man. So A is the correct answer. Look at the next one. This one's talking about doing business. Most of the time in the past, people had to go abroad, travel to do business. But now we have lots of good technology and communication. So what's it saying? It doesn't stop people from going abroad, either by boat or by flying, to do business. People still do that. But it is saying that what we had to do before, we don't have that choice now. We can have another choice. We can use the telephone. We can do FaceTime talking, things like that. So what it's saying is that C, many conversations which once required overseas travel can now be conducted by telephone. So we don't have to go abroad. Some people still like to do it face to face, but now we don't have to. So many people can just use the phone now. And the last one, talking about gambling. So it mentions the word gambling quite a few times in the text. You can see it. So it's talking about gambling. But what is it saying about gambling? What it's saying is that gambling may be legal in one state but illegal in another state. The rules are not the same in America for different states, and remember there's a lot of states in America. So what it's saying is that C, gambling laws are inconsistent from community to community, meaning state to state, they differ. So there are your answers for week 1. Now let's move on to our next. Okay, last week we studied about the stated main idea. Stated main idea means clear to see within the text. You can understand quite clearly by the words and phrases. Unstated main idea, also known as implied main ideas. Let's have a look. So, this type of main idea is not clearly stated, so it's actually more difficult to find. But doesn't mean it's impossible. You can find it. So there are ways in which you can find the implied or unstated main idea. First of all, you have to read the text thoroughly first. Look for the facts, reasons, examples, or any hints to give you a clue. Ask these two questions after you've read the text. What is the topic of the paragraph? So read the text, try to understand what you think the topic is. What does the author want you to know about that topic? Try and understand that. May not always be clear, but if you can try and understand that, that helps. So these are the best things to do to understand how to find out the main idea. Read the text. Ask yourself these questions. What do each of the details of the passage have in common? That means, what do all of the details from the passage have the same? Are there any common links between the different details of the passage? In your own words, find the common bond or the common link among all of the details. Next, write a short sentence stating the common link or the bond and what the author is trying to say about it. See if you can write a sentence. Then it says, finding the implied main idea is easier if you think of the passage as a box. So just imagine a box, and then inside the box is a random group of things inside the box. Then you can pull out each thing from the box and then try to understand what they have the same. What is the common link between the first, second, third, fourth one that you take out of the box? So just have a look at the example that we have here. When you're with your friends, it's okay to be loud and use slang. So slang is a clue. Another clue within the text you can see, speaking or speak publicly. So what do you think the common link is between this text? Have a look. Different situations, but it's still talking about one particular topic. And the topic it's talking about is speaking. So there are different things. How you speak when you're with your friends. How you speak when you're in an interview situation. Or when you're speaking publicly. So the common bond is still speaking. So that helps you come up with the implied main idea. So let's summarize it. A sentence that could be written about this. Different situations require different kinds of speech. This would be a perfect implied main idea for that passage. So we had to infer, make an educated guess, which is an inference, because the sentence is not a topic sentence within the text. But we can come up with the sentence because we understand that it's giving examples of speaking in different situations. When you're with your friends, you speak slang language. When you're in an interview, it's very formal. So the different situations require different types of speaking. So when you want to find out the unstated or the implied main idea, use these 4 questions. These 4 questions will always help you to come up with a correct answer, 99% of the time. So it's 4 questions. The first one, does the author repeat any words, phrases or ideas throughout the text? Who or what is the passage about? So what is the topic, do you think? What is the central point the author is trying to make about that topic? And does the information in the passage support the answers to questions 2 and 3? So does all of the information support these 2 questions? So have a look at the example. And some of the words, which are repeated words, this is part 1, have been bold lettered for you. So things like movies, relaxation, theatre is another word for cinema, carefree, price, budget, cost, they are all similar. Increasing price, theatre again, moviegoer. So look at these. So we can see that the text continues talking about dollars, entertainment, investment meaning money, spending and money also used. So it says, does the author repeat any words? Yes. You can see the words movie, theatre, entertainment, cost. Who or what is the passage about? The main thing is talking about going to a movie. 3. What is the central point the author is trying to make? The price of seeing the movies is going up very high. So 4. Does the rest of the information support the answers? And the answer is yes. The information supports the point about the cost of attending a movie. Here's a quick practice one for you. Just take a quick look and then see if you can understand and answer the 4 questions. Look at some of the commonly used words. And then answer these questions. Write them in your notebook. See if you can answer. Spend a couple of minutes at home looking at this. So it's asking the 4 questions, and then number 5 is for you to write an implied main idea sentence. So the 4 questions, repeated words, what do you think it's about or who it's about, central point, does the information in the passage support these 2, yes or no, and then write your own. And here's an example of the answers. So this is what you should come up with. So the answers are here for the exercise. See if you got it right or not. Okay, quickly, just some vocabulary for the exercises you might need. Airy, airy, airy. Don't forget to write them in your book, notebook at home, and also write a Thai translation if you need it. Thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly. Resident, resident, resident. Scandal, scandal, scandal. Quarrelsome, quarrelsome, quarrelsome. Tenant, tenant, tenant. SWAT, SWAT, SWAT. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Impressed, impressed, impressed. Anxious, anxious, anxious. Dough, dough, dough. Mold, mold, mold. Hollow, hollow, hollow. Conquer, conquer, conquer. Appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. Long for, long for, long for. Binocular, binocular, binocular. Pocket knife, pocket knife, pocket knife. Hunch, hunch, hunch. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Now for your assignment at home, please read the passage and then answer, selecting A, B, C or D, multiple choice, what you think is the implied main idea for each paragraph. There are 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't forget to download the PowerPoint so you can go through in your own time. Make sure that you answer the answers in your notebook. So this is week 2, finished. I look forward to seeing you again in week 3. Don't forget, be safe, wear your mask, wash your hands regularly. Stay safe, stay at home.